weather on Thursday night, last night. Absolutely beautiful 62-degree day. Just feels right as we welcome you to a stadium on TBS. Let me get this. But they have scored only 4 runs and have only 19.
Sign though in game 1, their table setter Stephen, before he swung and missed in the major leagues, he hit them, but he's going to have some help.
Shane Bieber gets the ball for Cleveland. Brilliant as the everyman surprise, like all of his fellow New York pitchers.
It's been youngsters like Cabrera, an infielder that's picked. That has been something that has changed completely.
Regular season, but it's a bit odd during the post. Jihadi.
Yeah, both teams talking strategies and Clay Holmes too much just because he's coming off injury. But when I mentioned the schedule, he said, we're ball players.
October baseball historically is almost a day like this. Takes you back to when you were a kid.
See the last few innings after school.
Stephen Kahn told you during our opening, including a home run off Garrett Cole, into the fact that, as we mentioned, they've scored 35 strikeouts and only 4 walks.
Call him the humble hurler from Hialeah. An excellent cutter, curveball he can spin for a strike. About the defense in the opening, same Castro we saw with Bader cutting off a double from as tall as the fence in right.
The batter's box, he had 298 for the year. On Tuesday night here at Yankee Stadium. Side sprints for first, and it's a lead.
Well, Cleveland really sets the tone here. We talked to Terry, but that sets a nice tone for the Guardians, who have been struggling.
Drag bunt, he purposely pushed it.
Whenever you're facing a left-hander, they fall to the third base. It's hard for them to get over.
Get it past the pitcher, you're going to beat it out. Stole 19 bases and was caught 5 times during. Cortez to Rosario, who swings into
the full package. A guy who has a really stops Quan from even think.
We know that his various arm angles.
I think it's just as difficult.
Bounced. The plate umpire, Dan Iasonia, is the crew chief. He's a Jordan Baker right field line.
You know, Bob, in a day with a guy like Cortez who has improvisation and
Quan will stop at second base.
I mean, after 2 batters, this feels like the Cleveland Guard. Nickel and dime they will give you, or approach a guy who had 180 hits in the regular season.
300 more base hits than strikeouts this year. And here's their big gun, Jose Ramirez. In comes Cabrera to squeeze it for the
first time up. If he caught something spinning, he'd probably.
The Guardians are now 0 for 13 in this. Now of game 2, which completes with a 15th inning game-winning home run off.
One of the things you can do to combat Nestor Cortez is that you have to. Tel'annas has power to hit the ball out the other way.
Big. The 1-1 from Cortez. Step on the bag, and that is that. Is cut short. Frustration for the Guardians. Donaldson up from 6th to 5th. Aaron Judge 0 for 3 with a walk. He struck out. The 1 was a home run. Bieber's 1-1 pitch to Judge. Swing and a miss.
Cutter from Bieber. Terry Francona said if he's got that, is the big difference maker for Shane Bieber. Spins the baseball as well.
At Cy Young form in the latter port of this for something here. He struck out 4 times.
And then this breaking ball. Bieber has the, and then when he needs to strike out to make it appear.
Truth, when Judge was pursuing first Ruth 2. Ball 1 to Rip toward the end. And that's carried over to 1 at bat in the second game. But he himself at this point.
The pitches out of the strike zone. That's what he's been doing.
Missed mistakes, but he has been fouling now the first 2 games of the postseason for the Yankees. Took Cal Quantrill deep with a 2-run home run at 4-1. Key home run. One. By his own account, when asked how many digits. Wow. He was happy in St. Louis. It's a great baseball town. Stripes. Closer to thrilled about it all.
Man in the Bronx, that was for Robert Klein.
I'll explain. The 2-2 pitch, and Kwan is right there.
Mobile and very quick defense up the middle. They're all season long. You might see some in their outfield. Very fast, covers a lot of ground. 7 field, 9 outfield assists by.
Out and nobody on. Takes 6 lifetime with a homer against Bieber. Okay, so one. You said something about Bader. He off. Important distinction.
Oh, big time. How Bieber feels here, Bob. His last card series in Cleveland. He's looking for some.
Yeah, he lasted just 4 2/3 first game of the wild card series in 20. First.
Yeah, nice swinging. Nice job by Toro. That same pitch to Torres.
In that, a brief 12 starts and had an ERA of 1 point in his only postseason start. Giancarlo Stanton in game 1.
It never has mattered what kind of regular season Stanton. 6 at-bats, 9 home runs from the slug.
Bieber's 2-0 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Bieber managed just 16, and he started this season rather slowly in half, but then he refound his form. Then ERA under 3. The 2-1 pitch.
Cut fastball, got back in the count. 3-1 count.
Josh. Jeremy Rehak can't be happy with that.
Anthony might be right. Curveball just off the zone. Yankee dugout is probably one of the more demonstrative when it comes.
First time Rehak has ever worked the play. Torres will be. Ball is gone. Is more than pleased that he didn't drop. A happy flashback for Francona. Bieber, they jump on him in the first inning. Perez, he throws Donaldson out, but some damage. 2-0 New York. Everyman appeal. 27 years old, but his parents moved the family to. Knocked around. He's had him back. Dealt him to. Then he comes back to the Yankees. Fields and throws to Rizzo, and Josh Taylor is
our pitcher. He took a no-hitter into the 8th.
with the left-hander on the mound. Owen Miller.
Innings. Where would he be at the end of the season?
And abruptly. First 2 Yankees are retired. Opposite field homer by Stanton. Sort of relishing the home run he hit.
I'd be. Good fastball right on the corner.
A happier reaction. The second. And he's quickly throws up in the zone. That's what happened again.
Just left it up enough.
Although that's not unique to him. Isaiah. He's run it, skips into center field.
Third. Kind of Falefa could have done that, but he couldn't identify. 9 for his last 54.
Falefa at least saved him an error by not Perez. Throws. Kwan had home wall. Bader cut it off. Held the runner out. He got out of the inning with only 1 run scoring, and then in the bottom. Throw across the diamond retires Bader.
Mike. I like to say hi to my mom.
They want the similar call for their pitcher, the fielder.
Okay, and talking about his lineup today, he said, "We're not
Wants it, and he takes it for out.
not be able to show you that strength."
Began the game with a bunt single in Cleveland, but Cortez would have out. Kwan fouls it back, and Garrett Cole for the Yankees. And it's Bader for the catch. Diamond It's Donaldson. The flip to Torres for the force.